Dr. H.L. Barner coming in live in Washington, D.C., our nation's capital, broadcasting in all over the United States and around the world, across the street from Howard University. And speaking of Howard University, they had a homecoming game this past weekend. Hey, folks, I'm so excited because this is Wednesday, middle of the week. 2 days from now will be Friday, and then we'll be pushing right next week until November. Hey, this is my second anniversary right here, being live and broadcasting here at WLVS Radio Show. Coming at you. I'm waiting for the program manager and owner to give me a cake or something. He can buy me a soda or a chicken wing dinner or fish sandwich or something, you know what I mean? All right. But anyway, guys, hey, listen, glad to be here tonight. Going to finish up what we started last week and the week before. We're talking about how you gather customers for your business. Now, like I always do, got to take a minute to give my praise my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, to give him all the credit, give him all the praise for everything, because without him, I'm absolutely nothing. And to be honest with you, without him, you are absolutely nothing. I know it. A lot of people know it, but there's a possibility that you don't know it. And if you don't know it, why don't you get in contact with me, and I will give you the information that you need to see why that is the truth and nothing but the truth. Because I'm going to tell you something. Jesus Christ changed my life, and each and every day as I get closer and closer and closer to him, the more I see how great and wonderful he is. And I'm going to tell you something. The fact that he just woke me up this morning, I started praising him right then and there. And if you only knew what God has done in my life, you would praise him too. All right? So, again, if you need some information, just get in contact with me, or just go to the nearest church by you. You know, just go on a Wednesday night, because if you see a bunch of cars parked in front of a church on a Wednesday night, chances are they're probably having Bible study, and that's a good time to go. Or go on Sundays, man, all over this area anyway, in Northern Virginia and Maryland and D.C., there are churches everywhere. And I'm going to tell you something. We got some of the best, most dynamic preachers you ever going to listen to. These guys are deep. They know the Lord. They're filled with the Spirit and the Holy Ghost. And I tell you what, they'll be more than happy to sit down with you and share the word of God with you. Because I'm going to tell you something, folks. Things is getting really, really rough in this world, and a lot of people are going to want to know some answers of why those things are going that way. And I tell you what, it's all in the Bible. So all you have to do is to get into a church, okay, and a teaching church at that. And I guarantee you, you're going to hear some really, really, really good stuff. All right, real quick now, what I want to do, I'm going to quickly just go over some of the things that we already done talked about before on my show, but I always talk about these things because there's always somebody new joining my show, watching my show for the very first time. So I want them to know what this show is all about. And I call it the Exponential Hub Show, which stands for home-based businesses, okay? That's what this is all about, all right? And why you should own it, that's what I'm gonna talk about. I talk about the potential, the kind of money you can make by starting your own home-based business. And then also, I try to encourage those who are seeing the presentation somewhere, they already been exposed to an opportunity to get involved, because I'm gonna tell you something that's absolutely awesome. And then I'll try to discourage those people who's trying to knock us down, you know, who trying to talk bad about us because they don't have what it takes to be a business owner. And I'm gonna tell you something, anybody can be a business owner. All you have to do is be willing to be trained. If you're willing to be trained, you can be a business owner. And then I like to share my experience of being in this industry now for 40 years, okay? I built businesses all over the United States in 3 different countries, and you know, and I'm bringing my knowledge and my skill back to you, to anybody else who want it. And then also I like to share my experience of those industry leaders that's out there, because I want them to be able to confirm what I say, and I'm going to confirm what they say. All right, these are people out there who have made substantial success in network marketing, or what I call exponential marketing now, okay? And they're willing to share their talents and skills and the things that they've learned over the years, and it don't cost you anything except a few minutes of your time. All you have to do is pull out your smartphone, or just get to a laptop or a pod or something that you have that you can log on to the internet and watch this show, okay? And right now, you know, why don't you just go ahead on and put something up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, blog. Let them know that Dr. H.L. Barner, the Hop Show, Our Power, is on right now, live. I mean, absolutely live, okay? So these are the kinds of things that I want to talk about. And I want to encourage those folks that's already own a business, and I know some of you are watching me right now, and make sure you stay plugged in. Stay plugged in to your team. Stay plugged in to your mentor. Stay plugged in, you know, to your sponsor. Stay plugged in to the people who's got a vested interest in your success. And what I mean by that is people get paid to support you, but they only get paid when you get paid first. And I think that's a good deal, because no one in this industry get paid without someone else getting paid first. So when you have someone else get paid, several other people get paid, and those folks, they will come in and support you and help you build your business. So you don't have to worry about that you don't have a lot of experience. Some of you will probably say, well, I can't sell. Well, the good news is in this industry, you're not really selling anything. But I know what you can do. Maybe not sell, but you can share. See, every human being been brought up from the day they was born, okay, all the way up to an adult, to share. You share information all the time. You used to share your lunch when you was in elementary school. You used to share your girlfriends when you got into junior high school. Then you used to share some alcohol and drugs when you got into high school. I'm just kidding. All right, maybe not no alcohol and drugs. Well, maybe you did. I don't know. But anyway, as you got older, you began to share information about movies. You start sharing information today about technologies, restaurant, different places to travel around the world. You share information. But the only difference is that when you was growing up sharing information or sharing anything, you didn't get paid for it. But in this type of industry, you get paid for just simply sharing information. And the reason why I say that it's not selling is because there's an industry that we recognize as probably has a tremendous sales force. First of all, for an example, a realtor. A realtor is a salesperson. They got to know stuff, because why? They're going to put you in debt. All right. And they got to be real good at selling stuff. They're going to try to put you in a nice home. You got to get yourself a mortgage. You got to get yourself all insurance. You got to get a lot of stuff to own a house, right? And that's going to put you in debt. So you got to be a pretty good salesperson, and you got to also know a whole lot about your business in order to support that person that you're selling to. How about a car salesman? They're a salesman. They're going to put you in debt too, unless you got some deep pockets where you can go out and pay cash for your car, right? But if you don't, you're going to have to be sold. And they're going to sell you a car, and they're not going to sell it to you for no more than what you're willing to pay for it. In other words, if they can get you to pay the sticker price, that's what they're going to do. But they're selling it. They are selling it. And the difference also between what we do in our industry and what the sales force, what they do in their industry, is that when a realtor sell a house, they get maybe a 3%, maybe 6% commission one time and one time only. That's it. Once they sell that house, they got to start all over again and go sell another house. They don't get any more money. When a person sell a car, same thing. Once that car is sold, it's done. They got to go out and sell another car. But in our business, what we do is that when we share information, whether it's about a product or a service, whether it's cosmetics, vitamin, nutrition, whether it's the energy industry or technology, cell phones or the internet, whatever these services that we sell, not only do you get paid up front once you make the initial sale, I'm saying sale, but I mean share, guess what happens? You get paid on that service over and over and over again for as long as they're your customer using that service. You can continue to get paid. And that's what makes what we do so powerful. Because see, years ago I got involved in something, and I'm still getting paid on it today. While I'm sitting here right now, I'm still getting paid. Every month I get a check to go to my bank, and it's been coming in the bank for years now. And you know what else? That's what we call residual income. And that's very powerful. You know, other forms of residual income, let's say you retire from your job, or you got a pension plan, or let's say that you cut a record deal and you getting residual income from your records that you did from a label, or let's say, for an example, that you're an insurance agent, you sell an insurance policy, right, and you get revenues from that as well. So it's not many things that you can get a residual income from, but this is awfully powerful. So you're watching my show for the very first time. Let me tell you a little bit more about it, okay? The other thing that you need to know about, it doesn't cost that much to get started. Not much at all. I mean, you can get in for free all the way up to paying $200 or $300. And I'm gonna tell you something. If you want to know if you should start your own business, well, the first indication is, if you don't have $200 or $300 that you can start a business with, you should be the first one to sign up. Yes, you do need a business. That means that you broke, busted, and disgusted. Either you don't have a job, or you breaking even at your job where you don't have no discretionary income. And that's a shame, because you know you need to do certain things with your money. You need to pay yourself. One of the top things that you should do, okay, as you begin to become a young adult and grow up, you should learn to pay yourself first. You pay God first, pay yourself second, and then pay your bills. Okay, it's really just that simple. See, I've been paying myself over and over and over again since I started getting my paycheck. See, I was told this when I was 19 years old. They said my grandfather always told me, say, son, always pay yourself. If you make $1, put 20 cents in the bank. Okay, if you make $10, put $1 in the bank. But you always pay yourself and leave that alone, and then you live off the rest. And that made sense to me, and I've been doing it ever since. So anyway, also you got great tax benefits. Listen, there's a lot of you out there, you're doing well. You're doing very well, but you're still not satisfied with the amount of money that you are bringing home. Well, that's because you're paying too much taxes. And if you don't have a business where you can offset those taxes, then guess what? You're going to pay Uncle Sam a whole lot of money. So the thing that you need to do, you want to need to be able to start a business, and then you can have a lot of tax deductions with business ownership. For an example, like, we're ready to get into the tax season here real soon. At the first of the year, you're going to start thinking about doing your taxes. Now, for people that own businesses, you can take mileage from your car. You can take a percentage of your home. You can take your food bill. If you eat out a lot, okay, conducting business, you can write that off. If you got a cell phone, internet, you got a laptop, computer, all of those technologies that you use, guess what? You can write that off as a business expense. Let's say you go on a trip somewhere and you're on vacation, actually, but as long as you conduct some business while you're on vacation, you can write off probably about 100% of that trip. But you spend thousands of dollars a year that you could deduct now because you own a business. Now think about this. You pay $100 to start a business. And I say you don't even make no money the first year. But all the tax write-off, the money that it would save you, if you make $100,000 a year and you got $30,000 worth of deductions, and now you can use that to offset your taxes, meaning that you may not have to pay any taxes at all. Look how much money coming into your pocket. Now listen, I am not with the IRS, nor do I have a license to, as an accountant or a tax person. All I'm telling you, though, is that there are a lot of tax deductions and write-offs, and I think you ought to take advantage of it. Now, also, if you're worried about that you may not know or understand what you're doing, don't worry about that. You're going to be trained. I mean, if you can breathe and chew bubble gum at the same time, you qualify to do this business. Now, if you got a problem with breathing and chewing bubble gum at the same time, I highly recommend you stay out of business. All right, because you will not succeed in it. I'm going to be honest with you. You just leave it alone, okay? But for those that, if you can chew gum and walk at the same time, guess what? You qualify to be in a business, and the training is going to be free. In addition to that, it's a lot of fun. Folks, I'm going to tell you something. Last 40 years of my life, I had so much fun meeting people from all over the world and traveling and eating out and going to events and being around positive people. You heard me say this once before, but I truly believe that this industry is nothing more than a self-development organization with a compensation plan. Because all the positive books and the positive people you'll be around, people who believe in you more than your own mama and your daddy, they don't even have no faith in you, but we do. We believe that we can work with you. So I don't care who you are, we can work with you. And then also you get to meet people from around the world, which I've mentioned before. And as long as you help people reach their goals, you're going to be able to get yours. And also, you can expedite your e-retirement, what I call e-retirement, your retirement plan. Some of you all want to retire early if you want to. Frankly, I don't believe in retirement. I don't think you should ever retire. I think you should continue to produce money and give and help other people who can't do it. When you die, when you dead, when you gone, when you stressed out, when people are viewing you, you heard the old expression, I'd rather be seen than to be viewed. Well, what that means is when you being seen, that means that you alive. If you being viewed, you done checked out, or somebody done checked you out. Okay? But, hey, listen, you can do this business, all right? And you can work until you die if you want to, or you can stop early. And then the last thing on this particular slide I want to tell you about is that you can expedite your goals and your dreams. A lot of people don't have dreams and goals anymore. I don't know how they live. Sometimes I can't imagine how I could possibly exist without having a goal or a dream, something to wake up to in the morning, to be excited about, other than my family and my kids. I'm always excited about them. But I'm talking about when I get up to go out there and go after it, I got goals, I got dreams that I'm trying to accomplish, man. I'm trying to find out every part of me. I want to find out how great I can be in my own world. I'm not competing against anybody else, okay? But God made me, so one of my main goals is to see everything that God done put inside of me. I'm trying to bring it out, okay? So anyway, and we can do that with you too, and we're willing to teach you that also. And listen, it's legal around the world, so there's in every country just about. There's no education required. Also, you can earn unlimited income. In addition to that, they give you fast start bonuses. They got leadership bonuses that pays into tens of thousands and millions of dollars. And of course, I talked about the residual income. And I'm gonna tell you something. It's nothing better than making that kind of money each and every month. So everything I do, I'm always looking that does it produce a residual income that when I stop doing that thing, that I will continue to get paid. For an example, right? One of the reasons why I'm retired from the military, because they said I was going to get a retirement check in 20 years. So all y'all have to do is spend 20 years in the Army, and they will give me room and board, and they will take care of me, give me medical training and everything. Plus, they're going to give me a check too. You know what? If didn't say anything about the check, I would have joined. But when they said they're gonna give me a check, man, I hopped up, told the dude, I'm ready. Sign me up right now. I went and put my 20 years in, and I've been getting that residual income, man, ever since 1995. I had to do nothing for it. Get a check coming in every month for that. So that's residual income that you can produce, you know. But anyway, you know, enough about myself. You know, I don't want to get nobody jealous out there. Okay. And I want to tell you another thing too. The Army will not make you rich. They give you that residual income. They give you a consistent income, but you still have to go do something later on to produce more income. And that's where you can do a business. And that's what I did the whole time since I've been in the military. In fact, part of my story is that when I was first introduced to this industry was in 1976 when I was a private in the United States Army. And this couple gave me a call and invited me out to take a look at their presentation. And when they did that, I got so excited because the people were so motivated. Man, I joined. I had no idea what I was joining. I did not understand it. Didn't have a clue. All I know that they was excited about something, and I wanted to be a part of it. And they gave me this book to read called The Magic of Thinking Big. And ladies and gentlemen, this is where I talk about the fact that that this industry is nothing more than is just a professional development with a compensation plan. After reading that book, it changed my life and changed my direction of my life forever. And what I mean by that, because I read a book and it told me that I was not a product of my environment, I was a product of my thoughts. My own thought, not anyone else, just my thoughts. It just resonated with me. It just blew me away. I said, well, if I think I can have me a new car, I can get a new car. If I can get me some new clothes, I can get a new clothes. If I think that I can do all of this stuff. And guess what? As I began to believe and begin to read that stuff, things began to happen. And here I am today. Got out of high school with just a high school diploma. And as a result of that, going in the military as a private, I retired as a major in the United States Army, where at one time they did not trust me with a weapon until they gave me 150 weapons. Isn't that something I was responsible for in my arms room as a commander? And went on and got promoted as a field grade officer. Now I have a doctorate degree. Folks, I'm telling you, that journey has been absolutely beautiful. I need to write a book about my journey anyway. But anyway, hey, listen. I done went on a tangent tonight. I don't know why. I shouldn't have, but anyway, too late now. Time has gone by. Can't get it back. So anyway, so let's keep on moving. So we're going to go ahead on through. Now, I said we're going to be talking about customer gathering. Besides, I don't have a whole lot to talk about anyway because I'm almost finished. But 2 weeks ago, we talked about preferred method, as you can see on your screen. Next, we talked about some more ways of how you can gather customers by using the local newspaper, the penny saver, and all those kinds of things, right? And then we talked about value packs, money savers, flyers. I mean, you can practically just be creative. You know, you can post stuff up on Facebook now. I mean, I probably talk about that a little bit also, but you can get customers and everything up on Facebook. And that should be an easy thing because, again, you're not selling anything. And these companies out here, they provide some real good services, okay? What's next? Standouts and all that stuff. You know, you can put stuff up in the barbershops, nail salons, and cleaners and stuff like that. Handouts, you can always hand out these things like flyers and postcards and things, you know, business cards and coupons. You can do so many things, you know. And then different locations you can go. I talked about also last week about you can go to apartment complexes because they have a lot of people there. They're all over the place. And that way you can go and maximize your time. Okay. In addition to that, they got apartment buildings and townhomes. Again, they're close. You go to places in Virginia, like I mentioned to you before, they got these suburbs homes where they got these half-acre lots. You walk yourself to death just trying to get to 3 or 4 houses because they're so far apart. So that's why I say, man, the city's a good place to start a business, right? And what else, HL? That's real good. And I talked about some other locations like shopping centers where you can put on flyers on cars and stuff. Go up Walmart and get a table and set up on the outside and pass out your information. Sam's, Costco's, and all that stuff as well. And then, you know, we started to talk about door to door. And this is where we left off at. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take a quick break because I don't talk myself to death. I need to take a quick break, wet my whistle. Then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna wrap it up, you know, with this customer series that I've been talking about. So now I'm going to find a nice song for you guys to listen to, okay? And we're gonna get that going. And also, listen, I'm gonna just go give a shout out, you know, to Kay Mallory show. You know, she's gonna be coming on pretty soon. All right, and she's gonna be, I don't know what she's talking about now. All I know is she always brings some wine and come in here with these low cut dresses on and all that kind of stuff. You know, I thought sometime I make, oh, she in here listening to me. I better shut up, y'all. I better go ahead and play my music now. All right, let's see what this is right here. There we go.
Pump up the jam, pump it up while your feet are stumping. And the jam is pumping. Look ahead, the crowd is jumping. Pump it up a little more, get the party going on the dance floor. See, cause that's where the party's at, and you find out if you do that. A place to stay. Get your booty on the floor tonight. Make my day. A place to stay. Get your booty on the floor tonight. Make my day. Make my day. Make my day. Make my day. Make my day.
How y'all like that music, y'all there? Hey, it's sweet, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But I'm back, though. All right, let's go ahead on and get back because I got to finish this session up before I take another break, okay? All right, listen. Whenever you go out, especially women, if you out there, looking for putting out flyers and things like this, you're trying to expand your business, always go 2x2. Always have another lady with you, okay? I know some of y'all are bad. You can knock a brother out if you want to, but listen, don't go hurt nobody. I just always recommend that you do it 2x2 and also in a light, lighted areas that's bright, or try to do it during the day or on Saturdays and Sundays, okay? And then the best time to put stuff out, though, particularly if you're going through neighborhoods and stuff, is the early mornings, get there before they go outside and get their newspaper, because they're bringing in like on a Saturday and they'll sit there and watch it. They'll read your advertisement, whatever you have. And then also, put on some type of t-shirt that represents your business so that people, when they see you, sometimes people don't mind you doing things, but you out there looking like a thug, like you trying to rob their car, breaking their car or something, somebody gonna step out there and knock you out. So don't do that. So just go and make sure that you got something professional. If you got a name tag or something you can wear, put that on as well, okay? And sometimes you can just sign some customers up right on the spot. They may understand what you have and what they want. Be ready. So maybe you have your smartphone with you, because I'm gonna tell you something. Going into 2017, 18, and 19, this is your business, you all. This is technology. I have a global business right here through my smartphone. Right now, I'm doing business in several different countries right from my phone each and every day. You don't need no big old computer and all that stuff. Your smartphone. This phone do more than the computers they used to have 30 years ago, 20 years ago. So therefore, keep your phone with you, and chances are you can have an app. And one of those apps up there can represent your business, and you should be able to do everything right there from your smartphone. Okay? And listen, and also other thing that you can do, I got an example up here, for example, if you are in the energy business, right, you can just take a picture of their bill. And that's it. And you can sign their energy service up. All right? Because a lot of people don't understand that today that you can select who you want to have as your energy provider, okay? For example, for those of you that's in the Maryland, D.C., Virginia area, you got Pepco, BG&E, Washington Gas, Columbia Gas, and those types of companies. Listen, you're not going to lose those. They still will be your main provider, but your supplier, the ones who actually provide the gas or the electricity, you can swap out. And guess what? You can tell them now who to go to. So, and you can make money, you can get free energy and all that, okay? And then also, you can carry some forms with you and have those forms with you also, right? And you can fill them out right on your phone, okay? You download them to your phone, fill out the information right then and there, take a picture of the person's ID if you need it, or whatever you need to get from them, but your phone can do all the work. And I'm so excited about it, man, because we got people from everywhere, that's starting their business and making a ton of money, doing so. And especially college students from all around the world now starting their own business, making $10,000, $15,000 a month. Let me say that again. College students making $10,000 and $15,000 a month, graduating from school debt free. We got people making $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, $100,000 a month from starting their own business, and they're using their phone to do it. And I'm gonna tell you something. I know some of you probably don't even believe it, but you know what? Just because you don't believe it, it doesn't make it not true. It just make you stupid. That's all, because you're not taking advantage of it, because you would rather think that the glass is half empty than to believe it is half full. Okay, maybe I need to apologize for calling you stupid. Somebody gonna get offended and they're gonna be parked out here, gonna want to scratch my car or something. Then I'm gonna wind up going to jail because I'm gonna hurt you. See, then once I go to jail, then my wife gonna miss all the money that I've been making. Then all of a sudden she gonna leave me. Then my kids ain't gonna be able to go to college. There you go. There you go. There you sit. Come on, Jesus, hold me down, Jesus, hold me down. Right? You hear some people say, put the Holy Ghost on the side for a minute. That's what they mean, because see, I let the Holy Ghost handle all my battles now, right? But every once in a while, though, I like to go ahead on and get non-spiritual and slap somebody. Let me stop. I don't do that no more. I'm just kidding. But anyway, And you can go to places like bill centers and check cashing places and everywhere. The people is everywhere. You can go to telemarketing center. You can use the yellow book pages. You can go out and get leads and stuff that you can use to get people. People are everywhere, and our global society is making the world much smaller now. And you can be able to, something like if I was younger today, I mean, I don't consider myself that old right now, but if I was like DJ Freeze, young, how you Freeze, about 17, 18? All right, yeah, he lying. He's about 22, 23, but he looked like it though. I mean, because today you guys can go out there and come up with any kind of video. You can start putting stuff up on YouTube, and if it blow up, guess what? You're going to have all kinds of business people out there going to hire you, pay you thousands and thousands of dollars because you got all of these people watching your videos because you're doing something cool or something smooth or something crazy or something funny, I mean, it's just the opportunity is galore, and y'all need to take advantage of this thing. Also, you need to network. You can network in your church, That's one way to get your butt in the church, Go to church, man, and meet some people and everything, but find Jesus first. All right? Get to know Jesus first. All right? Don't just go up in there creeping. All right? And you don't have the word in you, right? Make Jesus first. All right? Now, we got people out there laughing. I'm telling you the truth, though. Y'all better get to know Jesus first. All right, because he controls everything else. Okay, now you can go to Rotary clubs because they're nationwide. As a matter of fact, they're worldwide. You can join Rotary clubs and network with them. The Lions clubs. You can get in fraternities and sororities and sports organizations and stuff like this. I know some of you guys are writing like crazy, but tell you what you should be doing. Instead of you trying to write down everything I say, well, first of all, within a couple of days, 48 hours, this show will be posted up on the WLVS YouTube channel. But what you can do from here on out, okay, and you can do this for everywhere you go, why don't you just get your phone out and take a picture of the screen since I'm putting it up there? I don't see it. You don't see it up there. The guy just said he don't see it up there. Pop that thing up there right quick. It says events and organization. See, there you go, customer gathering. There you go right there, okay? Just take a picture of it. There you go. You can do it that way if you don't want to wait until the end. And also, if you do go take a look at some of my other shows, what you need to do is that while you're watching the show, you see a slide or something that you like, take a picture of it. Everywhere I go, I take pictures of everything. All receipts, I take pictures of pictures. I take pictures of everything, especially something that I buy from the store. I spend a lot of money on it. If I'm afraid I might lose the receipt, I take a picture of the receipt and then put it in one of my folders on my phone called Documents. Now I have it, so if I ever need it, I got it. Okay. Also, other organizations, Eastern Stars, Masons, you can go to a lot of holiday parties and stuff, go to hotels. Folks, come on, this is 2016 going into 17. This is a world of people out there. You can walk down any street today and you can run into all nationalities of people, black, white, Jews and Gentile, Protestants and Catholics, Indians and Pakistanis and Mexicans and people from everywhere. I mean, they're all over the place, guys. This is what America's all about. Matter of fact, I don't even know where I am anymore. I was told I was a Negro one at a time, and then I was told that I was a nigger, and then I was told that I was a black man, and now I'm an African American. I don't know where I'm going to be next week, but today, I guess I'm an African American, okay? All right, but anyway, what else we got? These are some of the tools that we talked about that you can use to build your box. You can build your business, okay? First of all, you need to have a voice box. All that is a place where anybody can call using an 800 number and leave you messages. That way they don't have to blow up your cell phone. Then you don't want people to have your personal number, right? That's why I don't put out my personal number, because I don't want people calling me all day long and all over the world. Okay, and also to reduce costs, you can team up with your group. Let's say y'all gonna run an ad. It costs $500. You get 5 of you all. Each of you all put up $100. Run the ad and use the 800 number. All of you have access to that 800 number. You can check the calls that are coming in and split the leads that way. And then in addition to that, you can go to Staples and a Home Depot. They got a lot of business tools over there that y'all can use. You can have your flyers printed up and all of that. They even got a little station where you can type up your stuff, make your own flyers and stuff. But most businesses today most businesses today will have flyers and everything already made up in the back office. Okay, and there you go, right there, the next bullet, back office flyers. That's what that means. So if you selling nutritional products and stuff like that, they have all the information already laid out for you. All you have to do is put your name on it, put your phone number up there that you want to contact you through. Bam, and you are done. Okay, so what else we got, HL? All right, I'm coming to the end. I'm gonna take a 3-minute break. Then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna wrap this up. All right, let's go back and we're gonna pick up where we left off with that song right here. Come on, kick it.
Clap along if you feel like that's what you want. whatgodsip.com. Now I got a word for your tongue. How many Rolling Stones you want? Yeah, I got a brand new spirit speaking and it's done. Woke up on the side of the bed like I won. Talk like the wind in my chest to that sun. G5 in the US to Taiwan. Now who can say that? I wanna play back. Mama knew I was a needle in a haystack. A whole body boy, plus way back. I got a feeling it's a rap. ASAP.
Sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah.
Go ahead, bring it in, bring it in. All right, we got ready to wrap this up. You know, I like this music. I didn't want to let it go, but got to. All right, here we go. All right, now, listen up. The book of the month. Listen, you guys. If you're ever going to succeed in life, you got to get the X factor. The X factor is nothing more than you. In most of these businesses that I'm talking about, there's lots of businesses out there you can succeed. But the only difference is the X factor. The only difference is you. You the X factor in everything that you do. But the problem is that you don't put the right stuff on the inside you. How you expect the right stuff to come out you? Let me say that one more time. If you don't put in the right stuff inside of here, how do you expect the right stuff to come out of there? Your mind is like a file. And whatever you put in it, you can bring it out. If you put in junk gonna come out. If you put in good stuff gonna come out. You cannot expect to bring something out of an empty folder. If you ain't put nothing in there, ain't nothing coming out. Okay? And that means that you got to be a gatekeeper. A gatekeeper to everything you listen to, everything you read, everything that you smell and touch and you get involved in, because it controls your entire life. These things control your essence. Your body looks the way it looks because of what you put in it. So you need to stop putting, if you don't want yourself to look like the moon, then you need to stop putting in all that stuff that make you look like a moon. All right? But anyway, so read positive books like The Magic of Thinking Big. That's the number one book that I tell people about, okay, because outside the Bible, because this book right here changed my life. And then there's another good book called TNT, The Power Within by Claude M. Bristol and Harold Sherman. You got to get that. Wave 3. Get that book. Ladies and gentlemen, just take a picture and get my book. Get my book, and I'm going to have another one coming out at the first of the year that I'm going to be promoting, so you need to get that book also. Okay? I'm telling you, folks, reading is everything. A lot of people say, well, you know what, HL, I haven't done no reading since I got out of school. That's your freaking problem. See, reading is not meant to be for a period of time, like while you in high school or college or working on a degree. Reading should be a part of your everyday life. Reading should be a part of you, just like breathing and eating and sleeping. You need to read and read and read. If you go take a look at some of the richest people in the world, like Bill Gates. Bill Gates read constantly 2 to 3 books a month. You go read about the guy named, the guy that founded Facebook, okay? He read 3 or 4 books a month. The guy named Mark Cuban, who owned the Dallas Mavericks, billionaire, he read 3 hours every day. Now, I know, of course, he's a billionaire. He can do that, but the thing is, though, all of these people read. And all I know is this, and I'm going to close with this thought. I'm where I am today is because I spent a lot of time reading, changing what's going on inside of me. If you put the right stuff inside you, the right stuff going to come out. If you want to be a mechanic, and if you read in Playboy magazine, you are not going to be a very good mechanic. Maybe for that girl you would be, but not for no car, right? If you want to be an engineer, you got to put that stuff in your head about engineering. If you want to be a businessman or a businesswoman, you got to put business stuff in your head. If you want to be a doctor, you got to put medical stuff in your head. Whatever you want to be, you got to put it in your head. And check this out. Whatever you are right now is what you put inside yourself. But the good news is you can change it. And it starts with you. Okay, my friends. Hey, listen, I want to thank you so very much. And listen, seriously though, stay tuned right now for the K. Lowry. What's your name? K. Lowry Moore Show. She's an awesome lady, and you got to watch her tonight. Don't go nowhere. Don't touch that dial, because Dr. H.L. Barner is out. See you at the top.
A woman will sell her precious